Hello, welcome to Timberborn and Tumbleweed as we continue working on our community here. Let's get started. So what we're doing here is we are building our I don't know what you'd call it, our soon to be pool, watering hole, except for it's not a hole, elevated watering hole. So that we can move our farms over here to this area. And let me see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh. All right. Well, Amy pointed out that all I need to do is put a stair here and I will have access to the metal here, which is brilliant because every time I played this map, I just assumed, well, I don't know that I assumed, but I always approached this by actually taking some dynamite, blowing this away, and then putting a stair down into here. I never contemplated doing this. Shows you how you can get set in your ways. Okay, we must have just cleared this, huh? That's why all this is not grown up. And we are, yeah, okay, we're harvesting this area. Okay, so yeah, brilliant. Thanks, Amy, for the suggestion. Like I was saying, it just shows how you get set in your ways and you don't think of new ways to look at things sometimes. Hey, let's pick up the plank, huh? So I'm hoping my neighbor doesn't decide to come out and do more lawn work. Yesterday he was out mowing his lawn for 2 hours straight. It's like, dude doesn't have that big of a lawn. I mean, just a couple of, well, last week he was out there at the weed eater for several hours. It's like, it's not a football field or something that should take that long. And, you know, when it's warm up here, we don't have any air conditioning because normally it's not warm enough to have air conditioning. So got the windows open, which means then if he's out there running one of his power tools, you can't hear me because it would completely drown me out. So sometimes I wonder if, like, he is doing it because that's his way of getting out of the house. Or if it's his way of annoying his neighbor. And when I say his neighbor, I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about his other neighbor. Because they don't get along. They are often out shouting at each other. I don't know what her deal is. Like, she's always complaining about people making noise, but then she herself will make noise, but like aggressively complain. Like one time, the one who does the lawn. So I'm sharing all the gossip and chisme with you. Okay, pause that and build that. Had that pause so they wouldn't go in there and get stuck. His granddaughter was over and had the two little kids, and they'd put out their little kid playground, splash pool. and I was holding out my arms to show like the dimensions of that. I'm sure you guys saw that. And yeah, so they were out there and they were having fun and laughing and playing, and then all of a sudden the neighbors like yelling, "Shut those kids up!" All right, so 7 days without water. Great. Glad that evaporated. Now hopefully we can recover all this water before the next drought. So yeah, she's like, "Shut those kids up." Except for she was using quite a bit of profanity. And then of course the neighbor's, I guess, daughter is yelling back at her, "You shut up." So quite the shouting match going on. So I don't know. Maybe he's doing that at times just to annoy her. It seems like maybe she works during the evening and tries to sleep during the day. Though I see her up and about during the day, so I don't know. But evidently, she causes problems for quite a few of the neighbors. See, the farmhouse is a 3, right? Yes. So we need a 4. Yes, and then we will see, do we have, yeah, we have these. All right, so we'll turn the beehive to face that road like that, and face this road like that. And we'll pause all of them. We just want to put them down before we lay the crops. And then we will put down carrots here. And we'll do, yeah, I think we'll do sunflower here. And we'll do potatoes over here. All right, and then we will make this a high priority workplace. It's just, she made my other neighbor cry. She complained and got her in trouble. Yep, takes forever to fill up. Tell you. But this is not drained off. Oh yeah, because, well, no, this is just open. Yeah, it does not close at all. So I don't know. Oh. Only 80 what? Water? Why? Because we were out of water? Probably. So we're having a hard time recovering our water. %92 efficiency. Why? 87? Why? Okay, finally we're getting water in here. Like this. Okay, very good. We've recovered though. That's good. Though we haven't really recovered in our water. Holy mackerel. Holy drought, Batman. Because I have 39. Oh, okay. We got 100 and something. But we're almost 40. If we exceed 40, we then would need another water pumper. And the fact that we have two water or fluid dumps going adds to the drain in water. So we may need to add another water pump. Let's do it this way. All right, let's recover water. Let's do it. All that's planet. All that's planet. Very good. Let's clear more farmland. Okay, I think we could probably relax on one of these. Let's get back to making some more metal. Oh, we only have 3 scrap though, so let's get back to producing scrap. And then we'll do that. We have 173 gears. Okay, we can ease up in the gears. All right, I think we got our industry going correctly. We are going to need to move these shrines. 6-stage route, okay. Yep, reminds me of the days, back in the days when this is the way we used to have to clear farmland. We have to go out in the back 40, put down a bunch of dynamite. Level the ground out, blowing rocks and everything everywhere. Yeah, it's quite exciting. Here. What? Oh. I was going to make that a priority is what I was doing. Oh yeah, building lacks power. Okay, so, well, all right. I don't know we need to be making anything. Let's make dynamite though. Since that's what we're using right now. Did I put potatoes down where I will need to put another beehive? Probably. Oh, doggy. All right, well, let's move these shrines. Let's move them over here. Okay, we'll pause that. If not, they'll run over here and be building this, and someone will build this behind them, and they'll get stuck. I have no doubt about that. Okay, we've recovered in our water. That's good. Okay, so all those crops are harvested and good. I mean, they've grown up and ripened, so let's get rid of all this. So it looks like it looks like this spot right here. Look at that. Look how he got over there. That's how they get stuck. Instead of standing here and building it this way, it comes over here, builds it this way, and then somebody comes along behind them and does something, builds something behind them. That's how they get stuck. All right. Yeah. I mean, our water system holds up pretty decently. I mean, as long as I don't do what I had done. Okay, so we're going to stop working on this project real quick. We're going to come over here and fix this so this becomes automated. And I no longer forget to reset our floodgates after a bad tide. Yeah, and this is a project that is not going to happen. So I should probably build a way for them to get down there and get that. That's a lot of logs. And we are not necessarily log rich. Nothing to do in range. Pause. And now we can go back to no longer having to use these guys. There you go. Well, I don't need to pause it to do this. Close below contamination of 3. Okay. Close below contamination of 3. And let's make this a high priority. Actually, let's make this one a sluice gate as well. All right, now I don't have to worry about putting crops over the top of those. Let's lower this down to just 2 or just 1. What are we doing? Oh, we're over here. All right. Scared of this one. So close below 3, close below 3, close below 3, close above 3, close above 3, and close above 3. And now that that is set that way, we can do that. Yes, let's make this priority. And then let's make all of this next priority. Clean things up. I pause because who's flooded? Why we flood it? Oh, okay, because we're being silly. Yeah, but here in a bit, we won't have any flooding. Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll have flooding, but we won't care. Because there'll be nothing there. Nothing to get flooded. So I was thinking that, yeah, all right. I was thinking that as big as this map is, and with some of the projects being as big as we're going to make them, I am thinking of changing the recording style. Now, why are you not telling me you don't have... Okay, because of that. I was going to say, normally you would tell me I had nothing else to do because they've harvested all that. But I was thinking that... all right, well, that's interesting. Oh, because they're still putting it down. You know, I have never, like, skipped in the recordings part of the gameplay, because I always took the approach that if the viewer wants to skip because they're like, well, this is boring just watching them build this thing, that they have the option to skip it. And if they enjoy watching the beavers just building something, then they can just let it run and they can watch the beavers build things. Right? Put it into the viewer's control as to whether something is skipped or not. But I am thinking that with as big as this map is and with some of the big projects we need to do, that maybe I need to do like other YouTubers who play Timberborn and skip very large projects. Otherwise, you know, this could turn out to be 1,000 something plus episode series, and we'll never finish it before they come out of early access, probably. So I would be interested to hear what you, as the viewers, think about that. Whether I should just go ahead and show everything, do no skipping in the recording, and we'll just play this out and see how far we get till they release the next episode and make this current series no longer playable. Or whether I should go ahead and do some skipping in the recording. So let me know what you think. And if nobody says anything, then I guess I'll just make my own decision about it. And I'm not sure what that will be currently, but I can make that decision. Let's go ahead and unlock the centrifuge and some double dynamite. Oh, that used up pretty much all of our science. And we don't have haulers. Yeah, we do. All right, well, anyway. Okay, so what we're going to do now, I think we're going to make this area here our powerhouse. Because this space really is kind of too small to do anything. With the water being here and bad water being here, you know, there's not like a whole lot we can do around here. Not a very big space. I mean, once we kind of build this out to divert the bad water off the map, there's not that much space. So I'm thinking we're going to make this our power center, which means we will need to we're going to raise this up, and then we're going to have multi-level water wheels. So I need to get all of our industry up and out of here. So the way we're going to do that Oh, good thing I'm not a surgeon. And this will just be open. Open, not closed. If I put one of these, so let's pause. How far away to there? It's there. Okay, what if I put it, like what if I were to put it this way? Too far. Okay, what if I were to put it okay, so that'll work. So we'll do a 2, then we'll do a 3. Oh, all right. Move at slow speed here for a bit while I plan out the next leg of the trip. Which I think we will do, we'll just put it, if I put this here, That's close enough, but not that. All right, what if I do this? All right, that's close enough. Then we'll close this station here. Because then we'll start working on our big wall for this big lake that's going to go in here. Okay, and then let's put in metal planks, logs. Metal, get, and make that a priority. Logs, obtain, make that a priority. Planks, obtain, make that a priority. Get, and get, and get. Prioritize these. Bad tide approaching. We'll get to test our new bad tide setup. All right, well, where are our builders? Where are our builders? What? Why are they not building? Why are they doing that? What? Is that a bug? I think it is. Building lacks materials. Oh, he lacks materials. All right. Here, let's make this a priority build. There you go. Oh, now you decided to start working on it? No? 4, 4, 4. What? I didn't make them a priority or not priority. They can clearly reach it. All right, so I've run into this before where the builders seem to like refuse to work on whatever the project is. And normally I have to do something like, here, I make this a low priority, and I'll make it large priority, top priority, and then they'll work on it. Otherwise, the workers do what we just saw them doing, which is just delivering supplies that the hauler should be doing. So I don't know. I don't think the developers watch my playthroughs, but if they do, yeah, fix that, huh? I think that's a bug, which I did report to them once before, and the response was, not an issue, won't be fixed. Well, we just saw it, right? Okay, anyway, that's all the time we have left for today's episode. So we'll pull back, show what we've been doing here. And hopefully you enjoyed that, and you'll come back and join us when we continue. If you have any comments, questions, etc., please leave them in the comments section. I always enjoy them, find them to be helpful. And until next time, have a terrific day.